Hi, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Leah.
Welcome to the Author Narrator Sessions, where we take you behind the scenes of the Song of the King's Heart trilogy audiobooks. Today, we're going to talk about sex. So, in the Song of the King's Heart trilogy, and in each of the books, beginning with Origins, which Leah has just produced and we've released and is on Audible now, um, there is an aspect of sex magic that is a sacrament within the temple between Ankmakis and Natasa, and it is something that is practiced in very few temples in ancient Egypt, such that I needed to research the Great Rite in Wiccan literature and Wiccan sex magic as well in order to get an idea of it, because it was so sacred and so secret. But it is behind Natasa and Ankmakis' power, and it is a part of their storyline. Their love and their meditation through making love is key to what each one is capable of accomplishing in other areas of their life, which is a daunting task, to make sex not just salacious and entertaining, but rather a plot point and a superpower. And that was sort of my goal there. And as I was writing the story and writing the sex scenes, I enjoyed it. I wrote them, and I was never embarrassed or shy or anything about it. But then once friends and once Origins was released and some friends had read it, they said that the sex scenes had made them blush. And I was like, I don't get that. I don't get that. Then I listened to Origins as performed by Leia, and I blushed in the sex scenes. And they were so good, but they were like, whoa. And so my question for you is, how did you do that? Did you have to do many takes? Were there times when you just laughed and had to run out of the room? What was it like to bring those to word or to voice?
Yeah. Well, I have to say that sometimes when reading it, they would just appear. The sex scenes would appear. And then there were some times when you can tell where the scene's going. You're gonna go, oh, I know what's gonna happen. And so when you're a reader, that's one thing. And I have to say, when I read it, that I there were times where, like you were saying, it's like, oh, this is beautiful, or this is lovely, or this is nice. You get that reaction. But to perform it is different. And then to perform both of the characters doing it, I really needed to approach it from my singer and actor background. That's at least how I chose to approach it, of going, okay, let's mark up the scene. Let's make sure where the energy needs to go. Where is it going after this? Where are the highs and lows type of thing. And I have to admit, while recording, I have a day job. So sometimes I would be like, I know what scene I have to record tonight, and I don't know if I have it in me. So sometimes I would have to skip. I'm like, I'm not recording that one tonight. I need to be more loose. But because it's actually, the one thing that's different, I think, is because it's my voice doing both characters, and I try and get in the head of both characters, but it's very fast dialogue sometimes. That what some people also don't know is that I edited the story too, so I got to hear it again in the editing booth. So I'm not just recording it, I'm editing it, and I'm hearing different versions. So after a while, there was a little bit of, when you're asking about laughing, of course, if I made a mistake, or oops, that was the wrong character making that noise or that move, nope, I got to go to it again. And then when you hear it in your earphones, your headphones, while you're editing it, there were times where I had memorized the scene so many times. I knew exactly what they were going to say, and I said it deadpan to just laugh my way through it, because I just wanted to get it right. But that's the mechanics of it. What I wanted was, what I wanted was people to hear it and know that these two characters are having a very passionate, intimate exchange, and I needed to approach it so that that would be the end result. But sure, there were times behind the scenes going, she says that, or just like, okay, how do I get that to happen? And sometimes what I would do is just, it's a trick that I've done sometimes, whereas like, let's do the whole scene laughing, just to work out,
Get that out.
get that out. Um,
Okay.
because I would always approach every scene very seriously, and sometimes it it didn't come out as passionate as I wanted. So sometimes I would do a practice take of like, let's laugh the entire time and get that out. And then we'll find something in between. And what I find very joyous about some of those scenes is Natasa and Ankmakis are young, and yet they are twin flames and been together for many ages, and they are vulnerable with themselves. So there were actually some scenes where it didn't have to be perfect. There were little moments of, a giggle here or something there that I tried to throw in because they're very comfortable with each other being however they are. And so when you said afterwards that, you blushed when you heard it, I thought, yes, I did the job I was supposed to do. But I do not listen to my own voice. That, like, once I delivered it, was like, that's for the world.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I loved it. And yep, you got me blushing when, let's just say there was no blushing when writing it. It was interesting. So thank you very much.
Thank you.